Alright, action should be underway any second now. Yeah, so the cool thing about this, you can pause the game feeds on VLC and then play them immediately back, and that's how you get them to sync. So if one's ahead of the other, just pause it for a couple seconds and then play again. Alright, but while we're doing that, JH has found himself to a little bit of a lead to begin with. You'll get that with a Puzzle League. Always someone will maybe get like a super quick kill, and not always the opponent's gonna replicate that.
Because otherwise, shit like that's...
So, as knowing JH pretty well, obviously, what can you tell us about him in, like, just his history with Puzzle League? Has he played the game for quite a while of his lifetime? Yeah, I'm sure everyone would love to see that rematch. I think everyone wants that salty run back. We had one yesterday in main bracket where I believe it was Freya and Shadow played each other in groups, and Freya managed to get the win there, but Shadow got his revenge on Very Hard. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, so, well, both of them did lose their first round in main bracket, so as Shadow did win that, he knocked him out as well, so I guess that was super stingy. Yeah, but I guess before you had to worry about maybe rematching him in the future, you got your own match tomorrow, don't you? I think I did see that recently added to the schedule. Cool. Yeah, well, best of luck in that match, and it looks like your brother's gonna need a little bit of luck right now, as ExGamer has pulled off to a little bit of a lead right now. about a stage and a half. He's been having a really solid game because 5 minutes going into Blaine, as this is the halfway point, you're on pace for probably an 11 or a 12-minute time if you keep up that consistency towards the end. Yeah, it's hard for me to gauge too much of a pace. I know you can get pretty consistent times throughout a hard mode run, except they tend to be a little bit longer towards the end. But me personally, I did do runs a little bit, like a couple years ago, of hard mode just to like get a decent time. But I really didn't play it all too much until the tournament, because I mostly do S hard, I guess. I don't even play very hard all that much. We're gonna fix that. I am sorry. You're good now.
That's fine.
I thought I clicked that button, but I guess not. We're all good. You guys didn't... Well, you guys missed quite a lot, but...
You missed a lot, but it was I'm tired and rambly, so it was probably not any quality content you missed. Just a tired third shifter saying he wants his brother to win this. He seems to. I wasn't looking at chat. Jonathan seems to be catching up. They're both pretty even on Tracy now. Blaine must have blamed it up on the ExGamer. I can't remember if that's a stage I always have trouble on. I think Sabrina's one that always annoys me for no reason.
I'd have to look at my splits, but probably, like, I'd just say Gary, too. I've seen Gary troll on so many races in this tournament right at the very end. Like in,
well, Gary, too, is... Yeah, that's definitely the main one, but I'm talking, like, early game trolls.
Just that early, like, little hump to get over.
Like in my current PB, which I did on the wrong version of 64, so but it's like on my current PB of very hard. I have like a 2-minute block, so anything can happen. Okay.
I had something similar to that, like on an S hard PB back in the day. I think I had 4 minutes on Erica, but it was still like a 20-minute time overall. It was so bad. And I was just like, you know what? I want to finish a run, and then all the stages after that were just so good.
Interesting that you even finished it, because I feel like maybe it wasn't the deal back then, but for a 4-minute Erica, it feels like to me most people would be like, you?
Yeah,
start over.
I would say it was a different mindset back then, since times were a lot slower and people just tried to finish runs more often, probably. But yeah, I would definitely reset on that long of a fight today.
Alrighty. Giovanni is trolling Jonathan now, because he was ahead at Giovanni, and now ExGamer is getting to Richie first. So, missed that chain though. Yumi always yells at me for trying that, like, pop out chain. Don't you, Yumi?
You might be a little bit behind me on the game feeds, by the way. Just tell me what one of your timers is at.
Oh, 9:20. I might have to pause Jonathan a little bit, but I'm at like 9:25.
If you want to, you can just do multi-Twitch, I guess, because it is a little bit behind. Sorry if I made you download through all that, but we'll see if that's a little bit synced. Because I'm pretty far
Well, I
ahead.
can, after this race is over, I can like reset them or whatever.
That works.
Because I like this setup that I have here. I'm just, I guess,
How about
a few seconds behind.
Well, tell me what your timer is at right now. I'll just pause mine to match yours.
9:55, 9:58, 10 minutes.
All right, that works.
Just started Lorelei on ExGamer.
So you guys are gonna be seeing a little bit of delay on stream, but hopefully we'll have it more synced up now.
Ooh.
Yeah, the inconsistencies of like just streaming through Twitch servers and just adding multiple streams together, it's a pain most of the time, but it's something you gotta deal with speedrunning unless everyone's in person, which is impossible to do.
Yeah. Maybe that's why GDQ is so successful. Just because they take out a lot of the variables and somehow manage to find more to fit in.
Oh yeah, it's super high quality compared to everything, and generally for the most part pretty good commentaries for everything. But yeah, they're the OG to it all, so, and they've kept up with it very consistently. Alright, so JH is gonna need a little bit of luck here to catch up, because ExGamer is on the final 2 stages right now, and he needs to send a little bit more work to Bruno. So if he struggles a little bit here, this could be JH's chance to catch back up. But Lorelei's still finding clears and just delaying it a little bit longer.
Well, I'm new to this game of commentating. I don't know if it's just because I have a crappy computer, but I just watched how the stream all go gray. What's up with that? I lagged. That's what's happening. I just, like, lost 10 seconds on his side. He's now 10 seconds behind. That's why I keep falling behind. We're gonna go back to multi-missions.
Yeah, I figure you'd do that for next race, because I think we'll be pretty synced anyway. ExGamer looking to make the upset right now, though, as he is a little bit into Gary right now. JH makes a pretty good finish on Bruno, but if ExGamer can get a pretty decent follow-up here, he will steal this race.
No comment. It's making me watch an ad on Jonathan's.
I decided that this advertisement is a little bit more entertaining than the game. I mean, no one's gonna give me a 50% discount on Puzzle League anymore, so why should I watch it?
Twitch, multi-Twitch setup. I'm still a couple seconds off, but it looks like they're both on Gary too. And it looks like the ExGamer are having trouble sealing the deal, so this is still anybody's ball game. Oh my god.
Man, well, we did mention this earlier. Gary too likes to control runs a little bit right now, and he's making both of them go a minute plus.
I'm seeing 2 minutes on. Well, I don't know what your timer is on.
Yeah, I
ExGamer,
delayed it to match what yours is, so I'm probably behind you now. But I'll fix that
I
for
won't-
next race.
Yeah, I won't say too much then, but yeah, no, it's over a minute is an understatement, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure you know the victor by now, and I do as well based on IRC. But no spoilers, as we're gonna see the last of this action.
I'm not in IRC, so I wouldn't have been able to do that, but I will wait till I see them both done. But yeah, Gary 2 struggle is real, definitely.
And there it is. ExGamer finally finishes it off at 2.5 minutes, so he's gonna make the small upset and take the first race.
Yeah, I feel like I need to pick up on some things, because I don't know what everybody's times were, so I don't know what's an upset and what's not.
I can tell you that, at least for the redemption bracket with the 6 people, your brother was 2nd seed and ExGamer was 5th seed. And
Alright, fair enough.
I think your brother averaged about 1.5 to 2 minutes more than ExGamer did.
More being faster, or
Yeah, 2 minutes faster.
Okay.
That's a better way of putting that.
Yeah, I was about to say, speedrunners don't usually like more. Okay, so everybody's, I think, seen. Yeah, very tight. I think they both got about the same time on Gary 2. Like 2.5 minutes on Gary 2. Yeah, it's pretty close though. I'm gonna reset my multi-twitch. I'm gonna close VLC. Or I might actually, hang on. Hang out there, multi-twitch. Play back. Jump forward.
Alright, I think I have my streams buffered.
How do you reset this in VLC? You know what? I was skipping so much, I'm not even gonna bother.
Yeah, just close out of them and stick with multi-twitch. I'd recommend that. So JH is going to be needing some luck here if he does want to see that rematch.
Indeed.
I'm not sure exactly what I saw from him. I think it was mostly just he was dropping some chains from time to time. So I think
He sure was.
yeah, I think he just improve upon that. We saw that with like Stump's match yesterday. That man's really good at chaining, but when he like dropped the chain and didn't get near enough to top off the opponent, that's when he struggled. Cool, I got him exactly synced on my side. In terms of the timers, I have 11, 12, 13.
Oh, good, because I have 0.
I'm multi-twitch.
Refresh. Yep. Let's. I'll tell you what I got when I refresh it. Add. Yeah. On at 37, 38, 39 on the ExGamer. Buffering on that too. God, I'm just useless at commentating, I guess. My computer cannot handle this.
It happens. I had my laptop right before I got this new setup, and it was basically the same thing for me. Everything's so inconsistent, you're always lagging behind people. Well, that's alright, we'll make it work.
Alright, now that I can see Jonathan's screen, I gotta pause him. I don't know if that'll even work on Twitch, but I'll try it. Nope, doesn't matter because it buffered on ExGamer. I'm just gonna be kind of limping along.
Yeah, we'll say JH is picking up his combos very, very well, or chains rather, on this match. On that Misty, he did end up getting that 5 chain, which is generally what you want to go for on hard, I would say. Maybe a little bit lower if you mix in quite a few combos with it, but yeah, pretty good start for him as he's heading into Surge right now, and he's going to maintain the lead. Oh yeah, he is just cruising right now. He's getting those 4 combos right underneath with a really good chain follow-up afterwards. So another sub-20 fight there on Surge. So he's going to pull this lead off to over a stage now as ExGamer's just not getting the Surge.
Okay. I think this is going to be about as good as it's going to get for me. Multi-Twitch is like... got me a couple seconds ahead for ExGamer, but it's just this is pretty good. It's good enough for me to see that he is definitely behind Jonathan this time. That's a very interesting win on Surge, though. I don't know where your timers are at. I'm buffering. You'll be ahead of me again soon.
Probably. You saw Surge die pretty quickly, though, so I don't think we're too far off. But yeah, ExGamer made up a little bit of time, especially with that quick Surge, and Erica's playing with a pretty high stack on his side, so if Erica moves slowly enough to the top, which she won't, and she'll be able to get that clear. But it's still looking good for him. He could maybe get this kill pretty soon. But JH responds right back with a 14-second on Koga, so they basically finished those screens dead even, and JH is going to maintain this 1-stage lead.
Go away, audio. God, this is so big.
Oh yeah, he's definitely playing a lot better right now. He's been getting really consistent kills, keeping up with his chains and dropping them as fast as he can, and that's why he's heading into Blaine before the 5 minutes on the timer's even passed. Maybe looking for a PB.
Nice.
I wondered, he has his splits up, yeah. Oh, I guess he doesn't have anything saved
He
on
does,
there.
but he does them dashes again, and I don't understand. Because you can clearly see he's done this 140 times, but he doesn't have freaking split times. I want to yell at him so bad, but I don't want him to get distracted.
maybe he's not saving his splits until he gets that perfect run to show those off.
I don't think so, because you can see there's different colors. Also, I got so frustrated that I just redid VLC. So for a minute, I'm okay. What are your timers at?
We got 6, 601, 602.
Cool. Still a little bit behind, but not as much. Now I'm at 604.56.
Alright, sweet.
Close enough for me.
Yeah, JH is just pulled ahead right now. And he had a pretty good follow-up on Rocket. He might be able to get the kill, but if Rocket... No, he will get that kill. 19 seconds. Which you'll see a little bit delayed. That was good stuff, though. Like, he sent a moderately big chain the first time, found that 4 combo immediately to, like, send a little bit of follow-up garbage, and it was just enough to kill Rocket. And I'm sure he's on pace for a PB right now. This has been a really good run for him.
Yeah, 5 stages, 7 minutes. He's definitely on pace for a PB if it was my times. So yeah, this is going pretty good. He needed to spend a little more that time.
A little bit of a setback.
Giovanni wrecks you again.
Yeah. A little bit of a setback with a 31, but even then, a 31 seconds not too bad, just comparatively to the rest of the times he's been getting. And it's definitely good enough because his lead is massive now by 4 stages. His ExGamer's had a little bit of difficulty in the past couple stages. He went a minute and a half on Sabrina.
I know that feel, ExGamer. I know that feel. I think sometimes Sabrina trolls me just because I say that I like her music the best, so she's like, hang out with me for a while. I'm like, no thank you. Yeah, this is... I went back because I was going to say because I'm a narcissist, but possibly just because I'm an internet user. I went back and watched the restream of my race with Jonathan. The second race is looking a lot like our second race, where Jonathan's playing the part of me. So, ExGamer's going to need some... He's on Tracy. He's going to need Tracy to chill out and not be Tracy.
Yeah, at this point of the race, especially with the like comeback factor and hard being really, really hard to gain ground back, he's going to need some more Gary 2 luck, and he's going to need to play perfect on his side as well, because if he gets trolled at all, that's just even more time wasted. And 4 stages to come back from with only 2 stages left on JH's, that's rough. So we're more than likely going to be seeing a Game 3 here. Never count anyone out in Puzzle League, though. I've seen some crazy stuff happen throughout my time. I
believe it.
I mean, it was for S-Hard, but I think I've seen like an 8-stage comeback in the day. But,
yeah, I don't want to even think about that, because that would be just the most infuriating thing.
Yeah, it would be pretty demoralizing. And I'm sure maybe not that specific situation was me, but similar things have happened to me where you just like do really, really bad and allow someone to come back. JH might get a sub 11 here, which I think would be a PB for him. I think I remember him taking.
I don't think so. I think.
Or what's his PB if you know?
10:42, I think. Because I got my 10:59 during our race last week and was like, that's real good. I'm gonna actually put it on the leaderboard. And then I went to find his time and he's still ahead of me. And it's like, dang it!
Oh, dang. Well, if anything, he did finish with an 11:03 there, so he will get a new race PB at least by 4 seconds. So congrats to him. He's going to tie it up 1-1 with this final deciding race. He kind of just made a statement there. ExGamer had that first win by not too much, and then JH was just like, here, let me beat you by 4 entire stages this time.
I guess that's more dramatically appropriate than what I did to him. Sorry. Which was like, let's win, then I'm gonna beat you and make it close. Then I'm gonna beat you again and I'm gonna get the 4-stage lead. He was very salty after that.
I can understand. Anytime I've done anything competitive with my brother and lose, you know you had the potential to win and maybe even considered better, but you just fall short and you're like, dang it.
No, you may. Phoenix's brother being salty. Phoenix being salty is like my default state.
Exist with salt at all times. I don't think that's you. That might be a little bit of the game that causes that. Puzzle League seems to do that to people, and man, I just can't figure out why. I mean, it's not like the game has a lot of RNG or anything.
That's... I am an post. Yeah, that's no lie, Yume. You seem pretty hard to frazzle. So while EX is finishing off, I'm going to see if I can't fix this DLC player to be less laggy on my laptop. But I don't know how that's going to happen.
Alright, I can say JH did get a tournament best, and like I did mention before, he actually had a average time of 3 minutes faster than ExGamer throughout group stages. And ExGamer has never gotten below 15 minutes for a run. So it's definitely heavily favored for him because JH can pull off those 11s and 12s at will, but can get, you know, trolled from time to time. So I guess this third match is really just going to come down to how he plays. If he connects his chains, he's pretty much going to take it, but if he struggles a little bit, it opens the door for ExGamer. Though, I don't know. I mean, ExGamer could pull out a PB and do really well, too. You never know. It's just the momentum.
What did he get? Yeah, what did he get on that first race? Because you say he doesn't do sub-15s, but I feel like he got like 13 something.
Nah, he got a 15-18 on the first race, actually.
On the, did he? Okay.
It was a race PB and a tournament PB. I don't know if it was an actual PB, though. I think I remember ExGamer was in Group A, and he talked to some people there. I think he does have like a sub-minute or sub-15 minute PB of some sort. Like, I think he said in the 12s or the 11s. Well, does he have splits up? I could check right now.
I know on the Puzzle General screen his timer is red, which means
Oh, he's got a
he's-
1058 according to his splits, actually, so... I don't know, maybe he's a little bit out of practice, or maybe he just went ham one run, who knows. But I guess if he has the potential to pull out that run, then just whoever's on their game's gonna take it then.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, because I know maybe it's just because of how I live, because I always get up and I'm third shift, so to race other people, I basically have to like wake up early, so the first run's always a crapshoot. But I don't know if that's the same for other people, if they like get warmed up the way the further they go. Definitely seemed that way for Jonathan, though. We'll see if ExGamer rubber bands back. I don't know how to fix this.
I love seeing these close races, especially for like a redemption bracket. Both of these losers quarterfinals matches have gone to 3 games. And we've had quite a few that happened in group stages, and I believe one that was in winners bracket.
Yeah, it's always more satisfying to get that. I felt kind of bad about what happened in my race with Jonathan, because I like the story of a 3 race match, but okay. What the hell?
I wouldn't feel too bad. I played my match yesterday against a good friend Lightning, and I always talk smack to him and everything, and then when we had our race, it wasn't close, to just put it frank.
That has to be galling. Plus, you guys are playing very hard now, right?
Yeah, we're on very hard. My next match after that's gonna be super hard, so I'm on the super hard bracket.
You're into super hard already.
Well, I should say all the matches that are main bracket this weekend and today are gonna be very hard still, and there's gonna be some next week that are still very hard. But after this weekend and next week, it's gonna be super hard from here on out.
Part of me wanted to make it to the main bracket, but I knew I'd be doomed if I had been, because my PB for very hard is like right at 20 minutes, but my PB for super hard is still an hour and 46. So there's only so much leeway I have there.
Yeah, it's a severe jump from hard to very hard. You wouldn't think so, but that's when the RNG factor takes off a lot, and that's when I would say opponent adaptation comes into play too. You have to learn to watch your opponent's screen and see how they react to certain things, because it's a lot of timing your chains and being able to improvise, and sometimes extending your chain out to like 10 plus if you need to. Like legit, I have to do that a lot towards the end of very hard runs and super hard.
Yeah, that'll be the other thing, is I'm gonna have to learn to do that, because I think my best intentional chain is like an 8 or a 9. I don't recall.
It's a weird thing to learn, but I guess for a person like me who played it so much when growing up, and it was like my history of games was like I always kept my old consoles, I always had them around, and then like maybe every year or 2 years after not playing a game, I'd go back and revisit it for at least a little bit. So I played Puzzle League basically all the time, and then when I learned about speedrunning, it was like the first game that I picked up, and then just grinded it even more.
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, that's basically the same thing with me because found speedrunning a few years ago through GDQ. I guess that's where everybody gets it, but I was like, that's something that's far away that isn't something I'll ever be able to do. And then Tetris Attack came along, and I was like, maybe I can do.
So were you one of the people who saw the Tetris Attack race then, and then got into it?
That four-way, yep, that was me.
Awesome. I love hearing stories of people who caught the GDQ runs and are in Discord now, because there's quite a few of them, and glad to see people to this day, since that was over a year ago now since that race happened.
Sure was. Jesus. I must have been inactive for a while at first or something, because I think I must have joined the server, either joined the server immediately and then not done anything, or downloaded Live Split and done a few casual runs just to see what would happen. Yeah, it was a while before I was even good enough to show my face.
It's hard to stay active in a game like this because I guess the big factor is a lot of people like playing versus, and besides net play, there's no way to do that because there's no games that are out for it. But that's alright, something you gotta live with being a Puzzle League fan. And I will say, if history repeats itself any with this match right now, ExGamer took Gary 1 first and currently has the lead, and the common theme in this match has been the person with the early lead has kept that throughout the entire thing. So we'll see if ExGamer can stick to that trend.
Indeed.
Yeah, ExGamer finished that last race at a 15-minute time too. I think he's just the king of 15-minute runs because he had quite a few in group stages as well. Which 15's a good average. Sometimes it's good enough to win you the race.
Okay. I don't know where your timers are at. I'm still struggling with my stuff. But I'm seeing...
That's cool. I'm close to 3.5 minutes.
Okay, yeah. Multi-Twitch is good for the second then. I'm seeing ExGamer start Koga.
Awesome. We're pretty synced then.
Alright. Pray for us, chat. Or pray for me, at least.
Oh, internet, we wish you could be more consistent. It probably is pretty consistent, but ISPs can be shady sometimes.
Indeed. I am using Spectrum, which is an amalgamation of two of the most infamously shady ones, so... Hooray!
Same here, same here. So, ExGamer, he still has his lead, but JH is pulling ever so slightly back right now. He's got a 12-second on that Koga there, so I think probably around 10 seconds behind right now. Easily can take the lead with a good enough chain here. Yeah, his follow-ups have just been so much more consistent in these second and third races. He'll either get like a 4 or 5 chain to begin with, and then he immediately just finds that clear afterward to make a really good follow-up. And unfortunately, he's just getting a little bit unlucky, so he's going to probably finish Sabrina a little bit slower than ExGamer. But those are good stages to see from him because he, especially late game, gains a lot of time from that.
Indeed. I got ads again. But I have Puzzle General up, and I'm gonna yell at him because he needs to raise his stack more. I saw him with like 3 rows of blocks.
The mid-game yelling.
Well, he won't hear it till later because I'm not bugging him in his chat, but let it be known I'm yelling at him.
I will agree with you there, though. You should always have like a good amount of blocks on your screen. Always get in the habit of raising the blocks whenever you have the time to or the space. He did pretty good on that last stage, though. 10 seconds on freaking Blaine.
He did that. Dropped that blocking thing trying to get a strain and didn't get it, but Tracy, or Blaine rather, must have just been so high up. He was like, whatever. Go face Tracy, kid. Oh, come on now.
So ExGamer with the 36-second Tracy. This opens up the door a little bit. JH didn't have Tracy topped off. I'm not sure it would have been enough anyways, because Tracy found a pretty quick clear after that. But, oh, excuse me, he's going to be losing a little bit more time on the stage. Not too much, though, just 2 seconds slower than what ExGamer's was. But yeah, ExGamer, he got off to this lead like we mentioned for the other races, and he still hasn't lost it yet. Another quick sub-20 fight on Team Rocket might be able to extend this lead a little bit more depending on what JH does here.
Okay. It's a decent rocket. It's from I'm gonna keep calling him Jonathan. Calling him JH.
Oh yeah. Call it whatever you want. Yeah, calling your brother by his username on the internet seems pretty weird. I don't blame you there.
I keep buffering. I'm gonna, like, after we're done here, I feel like I'm gonna, like, punch this computer into next week.
Oh, don't do
I
that.
wanted to see this race. Dang it.
If you punch your computer into next week, how are you gonna do your race tomorrow?
Alright, you win this time, technology.
Alright. Well, while we were talking about that, JH is actually going to take the slight lead here, so I believe this is our very first lead change that's happened during one of the races. And what better time than towards the end of the race here.
Yeah, I'll have to go and check later, but I agree, it's definitely definitely a good time for it to happen. And I do not punch everything. I just threaten to punch Jonathan sometimes.
Sometimes.
That's all, really. Oh, he's gonna need to... Oh, there he topped off Richie. No, he didn't. Richie... Oh. Richie was like, no, I don't like the way this is going. He's saying it calls you, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough stage there. A big enough troll on Richie to put him... He had the lead going into Richie, and now he's a whole stage down. They did clear both of those opponents at the same time, but he's going to need a little bit of luck and consistency here. Last two stages is definitely really hard to come back from if you're down by this much time. But ExGamer did drop a little bit of his chains and combos there. He couldn't find quite the clears that he needed. And Bruno is going to clear the garbage from his side, so let's see. This could be JH's time to strike back. But he's struggling too, as he's just sent, like, basically 4 2 chains or 7 combos. I'm not sure the exact combinations of each one of those. He will finish off with a 34 as ExGamer is getting trolled a little bit more on Bruno here. So he's going to make up some time, be on the same stage here. Who knows? Bruno's still going in right now. I'm not sure if he's quite topped off yet. And yeah, he's going to finally fall at a 54-second time. I don't know, is ExGamer dropping frames on your end, or is that just my computer?
I keep buffering. I would not be able to tell you what his stream is doing to people with actual good computers.
Alright, I guess we'll have to just wait it out and see. ExGamer looks like he started off with a pretty good chain here. Is he going to get the kill? Oh, I think he does with a 10-second kill right at the end. So ExGamer with an 11-minute time, way faster than anything he's had in groups, and he's going to take this match. And unfortunately, JH, the second seed in Redemption bracket, just getting upset a couple times and going to be going out at 0-2.
I'm sad now. I was gonna do a thing, and now it won't happen. I was gonna, like, I told you this, but if he had made it to the grand final, and if I had also made it to the grand final, I was gonna challenge him to, because it's technically hard still, but I was gonna be like, let's do very hard instead, just for the hell of it. Now it won't happen. Bruno is not liking him.
Keep it up.
Okay. Alright. A decent Gary 2, but my god, that Bruno.
Keep it up.
See, so sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Salty shit on HKR review hype.
Sadly, you won't get the
I don't think
rematch with
that's-
him, but I guess you do get to say you outplaced him. So you have something to brag about for a little bit at least.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanna. But just like Yume says, seeds don't say crud. Me outplacing him because he, like, got trolled by Bruno a lot. I wanted to beat him with Puzzle League and not my fists. He says 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, I guess we won't have a post-game interview with him, so we'll just do a quick recap of what what's left to see for the rest of today and also in Redemption Bracket. So there's actually not too many matches overall in Redemption Bracket. We have winners finals, which will be happening tomorrow, and losers semifinals between ExGamer and Stump, which will probably happen sometime next week. And then after that, there's going to be just 2 more matches in total there. So getting down to the wire, 4 people left for bracket. I guess since Phoenix is in here, we'll just give you a question or two since you are playing tomorrow. Do you know anything about Raikkow? Have you watched him play, or what are you expecting from that match tomorrow?
I can't say that I have watched him play. I haven't seen many people play because like I say, I'm third shift. So most of the time when people are racing, I'm either at work or asleep. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, fair enough there.
Let's
Well, yeah, we're looking forward to it too, since that is the winners finals of that bracket. It should be pretty close race given both of your times. And other than that, we have a look at the main bracket here. We're going to have 2 more matches later tonight. The next one starting in a little less than an hour. It's going to be Infinite Chain versus Flagglestan. And then later tonight at 8, we're going to have FFR Pro and I Like Being Smart. So 2 winners quarterfinal matches from main bracket. Should be pretty interesting there.
Those will be pretty good. Those will be fun to watch. I won't be able to, but I trust that those will be entertaining.
But yeah, we want to appreciate everyone for coming by to check out the match that happened right now. We're going to have more action. We'll be going offline for a little bit, but come back at 6 p.m. Eastern. It'll be Flag and Infinite Chain, so yeah, thanks Phoenix for commentating with me, and thanks everyone else for watching. We'll see you in a little bit.